Trading reversals is the absolute best strategy because you can catch exact tops and bottoms. And I found one simple strategy that works extremely well for showing you guys exactly how to time and catch these bottoms and tops. And you can see I did it here today on SPX. Got in here at the lows, about $3 on the puts, and ended up catching it all the way up to the highs here. So ended up making about close to $1,000 on this trade today, and literally caught the exact top. I'm going to show you guys the exact entries, exits, why everything works, and this entire strategy step by step, so you guys know exactly how to do it for yourself. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now, what I want to guys show you first, take a look at SPX, take a look at when I actually got into these, just so you know I'm not showing you guys the real stuff. We go 5 minutes, got in right here at 9:55, down at the low, 5-minute candle. We go on a 5-minute here on SPY chart. I'll go on SPX to make it a little bit cleaner. Get rid of that zone. You can see 9:55 right here, right at the highs is when I ended up getting in. You can see we're trending all the way up, very fast move higher. And why would I get in puts as we're trending up? Well, because this one strategy I'm about to show you guys basically lets you know whether a trend is going to be false or not. Okay, and it tells you that if there's going to be a reversal, it works extremely well because it's actually what happens underneath price. And a lot of people don't know this, but price is a false sense of reality. Okay, price is showing you kind of delayed version of what's actually happening. You're not seeing the orders that are going through. You're not seeing the exact order flow. You're not seeing the volume. You don't actually know what's going on behind the scenes when you're looking at price. But there is a tool in here I'm going to show you guys to basically show you how I exactly caught the top and knew to also sell at the bottom. Okay, and vice versa with puts. You guys get the idea. But let's go ahead and get into it. So why did I decide to get in puts here? Okay, now I can go over my normal strategy, which is supply and demand and all this stuff and market structure and trend and volume, but that honestly wasn't a big deal when it came to this. Okay, I did use that into a factor in my trading, but it wasn't the main thing I was looking at that told me there was going to be a reversal. Okay, because you can see SPX did come up here. We did hit a supply zone, so I was looking at that, but there was one really interesting thing that actually told me that reversal is going to come. Okay, and what that is it's called the ADD. It's called the advanced decline. Okay, and if you don't know, if you're on TradingView, you simply just type in the $ and then ADD, and you click the top one. It's going to be right up here. Okay, it says NYSE ADV minus DCL. Okay, click that, and then this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to read this chart. It looks really weird. Basically, what advanced decline is showing you is the other stocks in the S&P 500. Okay, it's showing you, or in the NASDAQ, how the stocks are actually moving. Okay, all the other stocks that come up in the market, are they moving up or generally moving down? Okay, and you kind of see, we have the zero line here. If the advanced decline is above zero, then you generally want to be bullish, and if it's below zero, then most of the stocks are bearish. You can kind of get a good sense of how this is actually working. Now, I didn't quite use this. I'm not just looking at this and saying, oh, it's going down, let me go ahead and get short. Okay, there's a very specific thing that I use to actually let me know when the reversal is going to come and how to time it and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to break that down for you guys in this video, so you can go ahead and trade and also make moves like this. Right, this was over 100% gain on that first exit, $1,000. So let me go ahead and show you SPY for a second. All right, now, or SPX. Right as the market opened, what do we see? Right, we see a massive uptrend. Right, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, first 30 minutes or so, it's just straight up. Okay, straight bullish price action. If we look at the 1 minute, it's like barely any pullbacks. Every pullback is getting bought up if there are any, and just go straight up. Okay, very bullish move. So why would I be looking to get short? That's a huge question. Okay, and if we even look at the ES futures, very clear in an uptrend here, right? If I go back to pre-market, we're forming demand zones. We're seeing higher highs, higher lows. Really nice move right off the open. So how did I know a reversal was coming? Well, if I take a look at SPX, I'll go on the 1 minute chart just to make it easy. And then what I'm going to do is actually going to pull up advanced decline on the other chart here. Okay. So I'm going to pull it up over here. Same thing, ADD. Go on the 1 minute chart. Pull it up just like this. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the open here. All right. So let me just make sure you guys can see this. Cool. So you guys can see that right at the open, 9:30, we just go straight up until we top out at about 9:51. Okay, it's very important that you remember this. Okay, so 9:30 to 9:51, 20 minutes of just straight up price action. But if we look at advanced decline, which is what you can call the market breadth. It's what actually is happening underneath price, right? The things that you can't see that's going on, how the market is actually moving. The first few minutes we went up, but around 9:34 is when we topped. We actually ended up going down a lot lower. Isn't that interesting? So while the market's moving up, S&P is moving up, but all the stocks are actually starting to creep down. That's a divergence, okay? That's telling you something's off here, okay? If the market's moving up, SPY, the Qs were moving up as well. Yeah, Qs were ripping too. If those are both moving up, but the advanced decline is moving down, something's off, okay? And advanced decline is really telling you what's going on in the market, okay? It tells you how strong the market actually is. So if price is moving up, it's giving you a false sense of reality, okay? It's showing you that, hey, we're moving up, price is strong, but the breadth is telling you that we're actually going down. So when I saw this divergence and I saw, okay, we're moving up, but diverging down, right? The breadth is going down. Something's off here, right? This let me know that there's actually sellers in this market, okay? There's actually a lot of stocks going down. This is actually something I don't want to be bullish on, okay? So just by seeing this alone, I knew right off the bat, something's up. I kind of want to be a little bit scary here, right? Now, obviously, in the first few minutes, I didn't know that, right? First few minutes going up, advanced decline is also going up as well. And so, when I put two and two together, I don't quite understand what's going on until we get to around 9:41, okay? And the reason I say 9:41 is because we get a very clear sense of a downtrend start to form, right? So if we have this move up, 9:41 is right around here, right? So we have a high, a low, a high, a low. We have a high, a low, a lower high, and then a lower low at 9:41, okay, while the market is still moving up. So we have that divergence. We have something moving up, but the actual market is moving down, okay? And so when I see that, I start to think, okay, a reversal is going to come, okay? There's a very good chance of a reversal coming. I want to go ahead and prepare for that. And then what really saw the kicker was right around here, 9:51. We had this massive drop in advanced decline, right? We're starting to go down, just a massive drop. And that was when, right around here, 9:51, the market was making new all-time highs for the day, okay? New high a day. Like, this is just straight bullish. We're going all the way up, and now advanced decline is making new lows on the day, whereas the market was moving up, right? So when I saw that, I said, okay, something is off. This is just a fake move, right? We're actually going to start moving lower. And that's exactly what happened, okay? Now, one thing that's really important that you need to keep in mind is that, you need to combine this with a strategy. I don't just rely on advanced decline, okay? And if you guys want to learn more about kind of how my strategy works and all of that, I actually have a free training in the link below, okay, showing you my exact three-phase system I use on how I trade, okay? So you guys can check that out after this video. But if we talk about advanced decline, because I really want to show you guys this information, because this is really good stuff, right? I use this all the time in my trading. When we see advanced decline go low, when we see stock market go up, there's that divergence, right? You can also look at it with the Qs, right? So if I pull up the Qs and I pull up SPY, I believe it was on here. Yes. So we take a look at SPY, right at 9:56, okay? So same thing, SPY and QQQ for the first 20 minutes a day, following the same exact pattern. Straight up, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You guys get the gist. Now, at 9:56, something happens, okay? You can see here, 9:56, QQQ is from the high at 9:52 or 9:51, makes a lower high, okay? We can go ahead and make this a little bit darker. Makes a lower high. And on the SPY, or SPX, we have to make equal highs, okay? Equal highs. So first thing we notice, like I said, is advanced decline. Advanced decline is going down while the market's moving up. So that's my first sign that weakness is coming about. Now, the next thing I notice is that, okay, the Qs are a little bit weaker, right? The Qs are not making equal highs or higher highs. They're actually making lower highs, okay? So that's my second kind of clue coming into this when I'm starting to put all the pieces together and say, what is actually going on in this market? And when I started to do that, these two, pieces combined, just looking at different divergences, really tells you when the reversal is going to come on the market. And you can use this every day in your trading, right? You can take a look at ADD. This comes up. This is every day, right? You can see patterns in this all the time. This is like how markets move. Advanced decline shows you what the actual market is breathing, right? So what it's actually thinking, right? Not what it's showing you on the outside, but what's actually happening on the inside of the market. That's kind of how advanced decline works. And so you can go ahead and use this and combine it with your trading strategy. Now, the last thing that I saw as well that gave me really confident that, we were going to catch this move and why I decided to actually get in at this time was supply and demand, right? So I did add in original, parts of my actual strategy. Because we take a look at the Qs was approaching a supply zone. Let me go back to one chart here just to make it clean. The Q is right up here. Ignore my levels for a second. We came up right into the supply zone right here, okay? And so I saw while all this was going on with ADD going down, with the divergence in the Qs and the SPY, and then as well with, Qs coming right up into supply zone, knowing that a reversal may come, all the clues lined up, okay? Everything was in my favor. I said, I'm going to get in with puts. I got in with SPX, got in right around here, scaled one contract out here, and then I ended up getting out actually the rest at 580, so a little bit lower than the high all the way up here. The reason for that, if I go back, supply demand zones. Again, parts of my original strategy come into play. Take a look at ES. Price came down right in demand. I saw that it was reversing, so I ended up getting out right around here on this candle. Okay, really, really simple stuff. When you use advanced decline in your trading, you can have another. You can use it as your toolbox, right? Supply demand is one thing to use for your toolbox. Okay, advanced decline is another thing. Divergence between SPY and QQQ is a third thing. Sorry, right? So you can use a lot of these things, combine them together to form your own strategy, and that's how you can end up A, figuring out when these reversals are going to come, and B, catch really good risk rewards, okay? The risk reward on this trade was absolutely insane, right? You can see it was over a 100% move. I can tell you I was not risking 100% of this contract, okay? This was a very, very good setup, very good trade. It netted me close to $1,000 on the day. And the crazy part was 3 times 295, this trade only cost me $900. Okay, you don't need a large account. It works with a small account. Literally $1,000 just from this trade. Very, very simple setup that you can use pretty much every day. Now, one last thing to touch on this. There isn't always going to be a divergence, okay? If you see, for example, this is very important, by the way. If I take a look at SPX, and then I take a look at ADD, go like this. Go on the 1 minute chart here. So we take it the first few minutes as well, right? When the market was ripping right at the open, ADD was ripping right at the open. That makes sense. Things are aligned. And when things are aligned, there isn't really an opportunity. It's not like I see this and I'm like, oh, that makes me more bullish, okay? Because price is already going up. If price is following what the breadth is doing, what advanced decline is doing, then things are aligning as they should. That doesn't mean I just want to hop in bullish, right? You still want to have your overall plan. You still want to have your overall strategy. This is just an extra tool you can use to say, okay, what's really going on here? Is the market really going up, or is something else telling me that it's going to go the other direction? And in this case, we got a very, very good example of a divergence where advanced decline was going down, the market was going up. You can see we ended up getting that reversal, okay? And this works extremely, extremely well. I've been looking at this and trading using this for a very long time, and it's helped me make over 6 figures in profits in my trading career. Okay, it's absolutely incredible. I highly recommend you look at it. But like I said, it's really, really important that you use it with another strategy. Okay, I never rely on it just by itself. Okay, so if you are looking for a strategy, if you do not have a proven strategy, I want you to go ahead and click the first link in the description below. Okay, I'm going to leave a free training I made for you, showing you my 3-phase system and also showing you basically how to become a profitable trader. Okay, it's incredible training. I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Probably going to make it paid soon, but I'll hook you guys up. So go ahead, check that out. First link in the description. Comment below other videos you guys want me to make. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.